Most of the time, compression is employed as an inline processor. The compressor is inserted into the signal path, and the output is the 100% compressed signal. But a compressor can be employed as a parallel processor as well. Now, just a reminder, parallel processing is where a copy of a signal is processed, and then this processed version is combined with the original unprocessed track. It's like adding reverb via an aux with a send and return hookup to the original dry tracks. The effect can be subtly different from inserting the compressor in line, and it can provide a nice alternative to that more typical approach. You can set up for parallel compression, you may hear it referred to by some engineers as New York compression, in a couple of ways. You could do it via a traditional send and return hookup, insert the compressor in a new aux track with a bus as an input, create a send for the track you want to parallel compress, and route the signal via that bus into the new aux, feeding the compressor. Alternatively, you could just duplicate the track and insert the compressor on the copy. Parallel compression can be applied to anything: drums, layered vocals. I'll demo it on drums, because once again, that's one of the most common applications. The usual approach is to dial up a much more aggressive compression effect than you normally would with a standard inline compressor. Fattening up the drums, like I just described last time, could be a typical approach, but you might want to slam the transients and really pull up the ring or the boom of the drums. Now, heard alone, as it would be if the compressor was inserted in line on a single track, the effect can sound massive, but clearly overdone, if it was meant to be heard alone. But with parallel compression, you'll be combining this strong effect with the still tight, still punchy, original unprocessed version of the track, and you can blend in only as much of the massively compressed signal as you want. The crisp attacks of the original track will supply the impact and clarity, with the compressed signal adding an exciting splash and boom. Usually, once I've dialed up the degree of effect I think I want, I'd start with the dry track and then gradually mixed in the compressed version until I hear a balance I like. Then I'd adjust their levels in tandem to restore the original overall level of the drums in the mix. And of course, I can always further tweak the compressor settings as needed as the mix progresses. Some compressor plugins make it even easier to implement parallel compression by including a balance or mix control in the compressor itself. Parallel compression may not be something you use in a lot of tracks or mixes, although some engineers might, but it can be a nice addition to the compression toolbox and is definitely worth a try.